Keep going. Drop our bags. It's hot, man. Lower the landing gear. Yeah, it's about freaking, it's only 75 while I was working. Let's go get this re-inspection done. Replace my drag link, and I had one light out. The freaking wire is disconnected from pigtail, but thankfully it's $3 pigtail. And the drag link was about $230 at Freightliner. Got to connect my microphone. I don't know where I put it, but got a dash cam we're gonna install. It's gonna be a really sweet dash cam, 3-channel, 4K. Company sent me out. It's called VIOFO by OTRookie. I don't even know how you say it, but yeah, let's back this thing in there. I just gotta have them come out and do my re-inspect those two things, and then they'll write me my inspection sheet that I passed. Alright, we're about to get this party started. It's raining. I was doing my pre-trip and cleaning out my trailer. I haven't driven in like 2 weeks, but the last video that you guys seen, that was about a week ago when we did the inspection over at Peterbilt. And I haven't went on the road at all last week. Like, the loads are just that bad because I don't want to go far, so you know, because Melissa's at 32 weeks right now, so it could really realistically happen anytime now. But I'm not trying to be in Texas and she goes into labor. Okay, we're gonna turn on tracking, plug her phone in. Haven't done a grocery load in a long time, but unfortunately that was all I could get. We're heading to Kentucky. I believe it's recording. Yep, screen just timed out. Pretty sure I'm going to Craft. Missouri Avenue. Yep, Craft. I'm going to be there for a while. It's not in the way. If it is what it is. Double check our trailer. Should be good. Like I said, it's been 2 weeks. It is DOT Blitz week, and I gotta go on the road. But I mean, I have my inspection on at Peterbilt, so hopefully everything's good. We'll see, I guess. When you're off the road for so long, like, you almost forget how to freaking drive. It's so weird, you know? And yeah, I mean, this steering column, I do need to replace it. It's got some play in it. but the damn steering column's $1,700. So if you know somewhere else where I could get one, a new one, not a used one, let me know. My steering shaft is good, but it's my steering column, it has play. Lane, there's nobody there. Like I was saying, we're going to be installing a dash cam. That's the plan. We're going to have downtime, I'm sure. Shooting on a wide angle. I think the previous one was on linear. So we'll see how this works out. And I think the audio is great because it's a shotgun microphone. I think the audio was crisp on the previous video. So we'll see. We'll see how everything works out. Hopefully we can make some money or break even this week. We got a Scottsville, Kentucky drop in the morning, and then I think the other one's like whenever I get done with the first one. But it's going to Dollar General, so pretty much probably tomorrow is gone, unless I get a night load or something later. So we'll see how we work all that out. Put some exhaust tape on my flex pipe because I installed that filter, so I don't want the hoses heating up. And it's very close to the flex pipe. Hey guys, keep on trucking. Catch you a little bit later at the shipper where I'm sure we're going to be waiting for a while. And we'll check out that camera. Catch you later. Alright, so we're here at Craft. Basically, long story short, been pulled up here waiting on dock 1-5 to empty out. And once that guy gets loaded, we're going to hop on the dock and go get loaded. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and talk about this camera, this dash cam that VIOFO sent me out. It's pretty sweet how this guy pulled up with his Volvo and then he hopped out and he locked the truck with a remote. That's pretty cool. I barely locked mine here by the door. Those Volvos are nice, man. And yeah, so basically that's what we're gonna do. We got this little care package here from them, and we're gonna go over everything we got, and then we're gonna unbox it, install it, and then hopefully throw some footage of what it looks like at day and night. So we're gonna see. So let's get at it. So the dash cam is a229pro. This is the main box. You got your dash cam and you got your 2 side cameras. So it's a 3-channel camera. And then here we also got a hardwire kit, which is nice. I'm gonna run it so it's constantly running, because you know when you're parked, if somebody hits you while you're away, it's gonna save it. And then obviously got myself a SD card as well, and a remote. This remote is nice because I plan to put my camera on the passenger side window, so it's not in the way on this side. So then if I want to capture something that's not necessarily an accident, somebody doing something stupid on the interstate away from me or something, I can just hit a button right here. Pretty much I plan to install it. So yeah, let's see this box. Let's pop this thing open. I guess it just slides out. I don't see any tape anywhere. I don't want to rip it. It's a nice box. Some of the features: 4K. It's a Sony starvis 2 sensor. It's got built-in Wi-Fi, HDR front, rear, and interior. Got voice control. Almost 2.5 inch screen. Parking mode and a GPS logger, which is nice. But yeah, the camera seems like a legit camera. I mean, it's not cheap. I think this camera on Amazon is like $400. Obviously, they sent me out in exchange for a review and honest opinion. So we're gonna see. I mean, I've had this Garmin that I have for, hell, since I started trucking. So it's gonna be almost 6 years now. If not, it's 6 years. And it's still working, but the image is not the greatest and doesn't capture as wide, and I want more channels. So we're gonna see how this does, how this camera feels. The box feels nice. I mean, it's obviously like it's just a box, but you can judge the quality of a product a lot based on the quality of the box that they provide you. All right, probably gonna switch this camera over here and get a better angle. Let's do that. Might not be the greatest angle, but I think it's gonna work. Basically, there's your box. That's what it looks like as soon as you take that cover off. And then as you can see, they kind of show it to you, the diagram, your power output, your main camera, your rear camera, and then your interior camera. So we're gonna see what is under here, and that is nicely presented. Got a little foam insert and got your 3 cameras there, and I'm sure the wiring is behind it. Let's take out the main one. It's not a suction cup mount. Feels really nice. So right here you would connect your rear one, and I'm assuming somewhere else you would connect your other optional camera. Maybe it pairs to the rear one, we'll see. a229pro. It's got a 3M sticky thing, and then your camera can be rotated where you want it, which mine will be on the other side, just like here. Well, you can't see that, but it's going to be pretty much on the upper dash on the other side. And obviously mine, I'm not going to have right or interior or whatnot. There's going to be driver's side and passenger side, and I'm planning to put mine in the corner of the dash. Gonna put that back in the box. Let's see what this one looks like. That's one of your cameras. Let's see if there's any differences. That's the other camera. I think this one has like infrared, whatever that means. Maybe better night vision or actual night vision. As you can see, these 4 dots on it. Let's take this thing out, see what is under there. So pretty much got more 3M sticky tape, I guess, if you want to relocate it from once you install it. And then you got your installation manual, your operation manual, however you want to call it. And then here you got a lot of wires. I'm assuming this is your main one. It's your main cable. And this right here looks like a lens cover for your dash cam. It's right here another cable. And got your plug-in cable, which we have a hardwire kit, so we don't need that. Got your pry thing, I guess, if you're removing it. And this is probably for the other cameras to be connected to the main cameras. So overall, so far so good. Pretty impressed with the quality and feel of things around here, really. Now the plan is to really just lay this out in the back. Gonna probably just set it on the bed, kind of see how all the cables go where, and see how we're gonna install it and how we're gonna route everything out. So yeah, let's do that, and we're gonna keep you posted. Alright, so basically, as I already showed you guys, these are the interior cameras. I've installed the main camera right here, and then I wired the wires down. I didn't hardwire it, but I'm probably gonna go ahead and hardwire it, just because I don't want to have it plugged in and whatnot. Long story short, I was gonna do these like from the inside pointing out, but I came up with the idea of wanting to put it on the mirror. However, these are obviously not exterior cameras, and you have multiple points where the water can go in. So what I did, VIOFO might not approve of, but it might give them some ideas for the future cameras as well. Long story short, I cut this section off and I sanded it down, and then I used 3M waterproofing coating. It's called like Scotch coat, something like that. Somebody commented that before, and that's how I found about it. And I pretty much covered the whole thing in it, as you can see. And this should make the whole thing waterproof. I don't know if there's areas on this camera that are supposed to be cooling. It's not an exterior camera, but we'll see. Maybe this will work. So basically right now I'm waiting for this to dry, and then I'm gonna go ahead and route this camera on the mirror bracket right there, so it covers my blind side. And then as far as this one goes, I'm not really too worried about it. This is an interior camera. This has like the infrared, so if you know, if it's looking at you at night and whatnot, so it works. But yeah, that's basically what's going on. This is the hardwire kit left, and that, and yeah, we're gonna wait for that to dry. And then ideally I'd like to have a metal clamp to clamp that on, but maybe some electrical tape and some of this stretchy rubber thing I have will do as well, because I mean, it's light, it's not like it's anything heavy. So we'll see how that works out. Keep you posted. I got this thing installed. The stupid part of me is not realizing that VIOFO sells an exterior camera, but it is for the older model, for the A129. This is 229. I believe it's 129. As you can see, I'm gonna ask them if I'm able to use the exterior camera from the older model outside with this new camera. If so, then that'll be great. I'm gonna get one here and get one on the other side. But this is what it looks like. What I did, I put a clamp on it, and we put it on there, and then basically it's pretty cool, because now if I'm blindsiding, I can also have an angle, and then you can select, you can, you know, change. This is your hood, this is your side. You can switch to have the side as the main. As you can see, it's pretty cool. Quality's really good too. So yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna maybe get you a video of rolling down the road what this looks like, and we'll catch you guys later when we do a review of the video and show you the app. Alright, now as promised, let's hop in some of the footage, which I am truly impressed by. I mean, it's so crisp. I mean, check this car out that's rolling right by me. And what you can do is just go ahead and hit pause and zoom in right on that license plate. Like, bam. No problem. That Garmin could never. Next, we're going to show you this side camera and my crappy paint that I got going on this truck. And it's really nice because when you're turning and somebody wants to squeeze in between you and that wall, and then they get squished, you can prove that you had 2 lanes taken and they wanted to get squished, and it wasn't your fault. That's the main reason I wanted to get this blindside camera. And on top of that, it can even help you out when you're blindsiding. Solid, very good quality as well. I mean, most and foremost, really, is for people like this guy. As you can see, plenty of room to switch lanes, which he just chooses not to. He wants to wait for me to come by next to him, and then he wants to go. And as you can see, I swerve on the shoulder, and if he would have hit my
truck and drove off, you can boom see that license plate. You know, just please don't be this guy. I had to swerve on the shoulder. If there was another lane next to me and I couldn't move over, well, I could use my side camera to prove that there was somebody there and I didn't move over. But yeah, I mean, now let's hop in the app. All right, so how you're going to do the app, you're going to hold your Wi-Fi button on your camera. It's going to say Wi-Fi enabled. Go to your Wi-Fi settings, connect to the camera, and then you open your app up and you go ahead and connect camera. It's that easy. And then on here, you can do full screen. And then when you're in full screen, obviously you can see we're in the dock. You can hit this switch camera. And then you got your side camera. When I'm backing up on blindside or something, I can use this screen. Or you can have a combination of both cameras on the screen. If I had an additional camera, you would have 3 cameras on the screen, which I obviously do not. Or you can, like, you know, you can take a snapshot of the view and whatnot. I don't know why I exit. And then, you know, obviously you got settings where you can change your HDR and then do a time lapse, a bunch of things. Overall, I must say so far, I'm extremely, extremely impressed by the camera, and the quality is amazing. And the beauty of it constantly recording is what I love and what my Garmin was missing. And then, you know, if something does happen, the camera will automatically save that video and lock it. It will not override it and delete it. Or if you hit the button, you can lock it and save it. But other than that, it's going to pretty much keep on looping until you run out of memory, and then it'll delete the oldest files. As you can see, these are the files I manually saved or that got automatically saved. But yeah, so far so good. Again, great camera. So far, highly recommended. And they also do have that exterior camera that is waterproof that I'm going to see about. I might end up buying that to put on my mirror. We'll see how this one does, though. And yeah, we'll keep you posted on how it holds up over time. And thank you guys for watching. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Later.